Welcome to another video. So I'm going to give you an update on my portfolio. I'm also going to be explaining how you can go from 0 to 4 properties. Now I know that I haven't uploaded on YouTube for a few weeks. It's not because I've been lazy, it's because I've been working on a lot of things. I've got a lot of exciting things to reveal to you. I actually created over 40 educational videos last month. It was just that none of them were on YouTube. Now, as some of you probably know, I've been working on my property academy. This is now live, so I'll put a link in the description if you want to check that out. It's full of educational videos. There's a buy-to-let course. There's a community. There's also access to me, so if you want any help or guidance through your property journey, then you can reach out to me at any time and I'll help you out. Now, I've had a lot of ups and downs with my own portfolio over the last few months, with tenants leaving, having new tenants, problems with houses, damp issues, general things like that. Now, I don't create these videos to make property sound like it's easy, to make property sound like anybody can do it and it's all hunky-dory, because it's not. You will face problems, you will face issues. And one of the most important things that I've learned is, if you're willing to do something that others aren't, then you're going to have a far greater chance of succeeding, whether that be property or business or whatever it may be. And with property especially, there does come problems, there does come issues. However, all problems and issues can be resolved. If you're willing to put in the work and you're willing to resolve those issues, then property can be very, very rewarding. It can provide you with a semi-passive income. It can increase your wealth. So I just wanted to be upfront and transparent about that, because I know a lot of people aren't, especially in this industry, especially in the property world. So I'm back now after a week away in Dubai, which was much needed, especially with this crap weather we keep having. Now, over the winter period, as you've probably seen on my Instagram, one of my properties, the tenant moved out in early December. So, although sometimes a kick in the teeth when a tenant moves out, because you're going to have to go a period without an income and you're also paying out your mortgage and council tax and things like that, it did give me the opportunity to bring in a new tenant at a higher rent amount. So this property went from achieving £550 per month, it now achieves £595 per month. Now obviously this is a welcomed increase with the interest rates going up. Now my interest rate on this specific property hasn't increased because I fixed it 5 years. However, other properties have gone up, so it's good to juggle them. It's good that one property is bringing me an extra income than it was before, and then obviously other properties will be bringing in less income. Another issue I had to deal with is damp and mould issues in my first ever buy-to-let property actually. I think it's more to do with condensation, to be honest, because last year, I don't know if you saw the video, but I paid to have the roof done, the external works done, so there shouldn't be any penetrating damp. However, condensation is a big problem, especially in old terrace houses, because they're not very well ventilated. So I paid for humidity fans to be installed, bathroom fans to be installed, so hopefully that helps a bit. Obviously, it's a bit of unwanted cost, but again, if it helps the property in the long run, give me less headaches and helps the tenant out, then it's all good. I also got the keys to my 7th buy-to-let, and this has taken absolutely ages to go through. I think I had the offer accepted back in August last year, and I only got the keys the day before I went to Dubai on the 17th of Feb. So I will make a separate video about this because a lot has gone on. I initially agreed a price of £100,000 to buy this property. However, long story short, I managed to get the property down to £80,000, which is a massive difference. And I will make a video explaining why and explaining what I did and what work needs to be done to eradicate any problems and everything else. So please keep an eye out for that video. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, wherever it is. But this is a really great house to add to my portfolio because, especially at a time like this when interest rates have gone up, to get a property this low of a price is a massive bonus, and it enables me to keep my cash flow at the same level as I was doing 2, 3, 4 years ago. So I'll show you a quick look round. So as you can see here, quick look round the property, doesn't look too bad. However, there are things that need doing. So I will definitely cover that in another video. So we're in 2023 now. My property portfolio is coming on quite nicely. I now have 7 properties. My aim was to get to 10 before I'm 40. I've just turned 38, so looking like we're going to get there. Obviously, it's a bit tougher at the minute because of the housing market, because of interest rates and inflation and things like that. However, I will keep going, I will keep pushing, and obviously I'll keep you updated on everything that I do. Now, I did say at the start of this video that I will be explaining how anyone can go from 0 to 4 properties. So So I want to explain the benefits of owning 4 properties, because the reason you're watching this video on my channel is probably because you are aware that property is a very viable investment. You know that property goes up over time. You know that a lot of wealthy people own property and real estate, which is probably what's caught your interest. So a couple of things that I learned from owning 4 buy-to-let properties is you start to receive enough income, enough cash flow to actually pay for other expenses, such as your residential mortgage or maybe the finance on your car or extra holidays per year. Now this extra few £100, £1,000 per month coming in is a massive help, and it certainly helps towards the cost of living crisis and things going up. Also, owning 4 properties, which I found at the time I wasn't really expecting, around 18 months ago, 12 months ago, when house prices were booming, the value of these properties all went up at exactly the same time, obviously. Now, when all your properties go up in value, your net worth increases quite substantially. Now, I don't know if you track your net worth. I certainly do, and I certainly recommend that it's something that you do. So when the property market boomed, owning just 4 buy-to-let properties, they all increased by £10,000 or £15,000. So immediately, I've gained about £50,000 or £60,000 equity, which in turn is wealth. It is added to my net worth. So if you can keep continuing building your net worth, then you're going to put yourself in a really good situation in the future. You can't really rely on pensions. You certainly can't rely on the government. So holding property is a great way to build wealth, and it's definitely something I've stuck by over the years. It's definitely one of those things that I've aspired to achieve, and I will continue to build my portfolio. But for a lot of people, getting to 4 properties is a great achievement, and not only that, it will set you up for life. It will give you more income. It will give you greater wealth. So if you are wanting to start a buy-to-let portfolio, if you are starting to want to get into property, then the first one's always going to be your hardest. I'd recommend that you save as much as you possibly can. Put a bit aside each month. Start building the pot. Also try to take advantage of side hustles. There are lots of things you can do online to earn a little bit of extra money. I also explain how you can earn extra money in my J9 Property Academy, where I explain how you can actually build a brand surrounding property and earn an income from that before you go ahead and then start buying houses. Once you have your first buy-to-let, it becomes easier to then start saving for your next one, because you carry on doing the things you were doing before, whether that was saving from your income or your side hustles. But now this time around, you get to add the rental income, the profits from your first buy-to-let. You get to add that to your initial methods of raising money. So then it becomes quicker. And obviously, the more properties you buy, the quicker this process speeds up. If you are targeting 4 buy-to-let properties, for example, what I would do, I would set out a plan. So you should know how much you can put aside each month. You should know how much you can save. So then you write down how long it's going to take you to get to the amount that's required for a deposit, whether that be 15, 20, 25,000. Then you write down how much profit per month this buy-to-let will get you. So then you can make another column saving for your second buy-to-let. Now you should be able to work out how long it will take you to save for the deposit for the next property. Then you continue to do this for 3 and 4. And by having a plan like this, you can see where you're going, you can see your goals, you can see how long it's going to take, what you need to do, the little steps it's going to take for you to get from 0 to 4. Now I'm not saying this is easy. I'm not giving out some bullshit property investment advice, or I'm not saying it's really easy or you can start with no money. I'm just trying to get across that no, it's not easy, it's not simple. You do have to work, you do have to graft, you do have to plan. It will take time. However, it is all worth it. Once you do start to get into property and once you do start owning property, you will quickly see that, yes, owning property is a great decision. Even during turbulent times like we're in now, it has put a lot of people off. However, if you have a plan, if you have an end goal, then it doesn't matter if there are turbulent times. The same applies to anything. If you're starting a business, then there's going to be ups and downs. If you're an athlete training for a marathon, there's going to be ups and downs. Nothing in life is simple. So take that bit of advice when it comes to property investing also. Now I'm going to leave it there for this one. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and also check out my free property investing course, which you can download right away. Hopefully I'll start to be able to put more stuff out there on YouTube now that I have a bit more time. I'll also keep you updated on my latest refurb project on my 7th buy-to-let. And if you enjoyed this quick video, please hit the like button below, as it will really help a small channel like mine to grow.